Hi, Hal here with more space engineers, and today we take the ship back into space. Oh, but we've made some changes, and I'm going to walk you through those shortly, but first we have to get started, so let's go. Alright, so what we've been doing, working off camera, we've actually have finished our large thrusters. As you can see, we took the rotor assembly out because it just wasn't working the way I wanted. And when I was using the rotor script, it was causing some interesting issues with the game. I think I just have a few too many mods installed and running. So we went ahead and took that assembly apart, relocated the large primary thrusters back to the aft portion of the ship. As you can see, we have both of those now installed. And we have put in a few of the large thrusters, the regular large ion thrusters from the same pack. And then we've got some of the large grid small thrusters as well. Now these are all, I want to say, tier 3? I think they're tier 3s. Yes, tier 3s. So we've upgraded those. We've removed the thrusters that we had on the starboard and port side, so now we have our laterals also being tier 3. And as you can see, the base now has defenses because, well, we've been attacked by a couple of pirates. So, alright, so what I'm doing is I'm currently in the process. I've just finished loading all of the material, checking the front hatch here. So yeah, basically all of the materials from the base have now been transferred up into the ship. We've gotten all of the resources out of the mining ship and out of that storage container. And looks like everything is mostly ready to go. Alright, so now I had thought about putting a merge block on the ship. Well, because we have a merge block on the main ship, but I was thinking about putting a merge block on this ship, on the little mining craft that we have here. But I can't figure out where I'd want to put it that it would be out of the way enough to make it worthwhile for doing so. So we're gonna leave this here. I'll probably come back later and break it down for parts. But for now, she's gonna get left there. We need to reattach our little scout ship, which is probably going to get an overhaul here in the near future. And we're going to go ahead and close our door. There we go. And what we're going to do is let's go ahead and wait for the shutters to close. I'm probably going to replace these. I have the armored shutter block installed now. But I need to get that done at some point, and we'll probably deal with that once we're in flight. Alright, so we're going to head and kill those thrusters, kill the detector. I think everything else... Yep, everything else looks good. Okay. Hey, we have a high oxygen environment again. Awesome! So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I have to say, it has been an interesting week. Just trying to get everything sorted out and get stuff done before the holidays are upon us. As you can probably see, the game is not quite as laggy as it has been in the recent past. Basically had to go through and clean out a bunch of grids that were well outside of our 50k mark. Because surprisingly, we have actually gone from some of the places that we have been. We're like 100k out, 120k out. So yeah. Alright, so everything is battened down. It looks like all of our doors are closed. I really should set an LCD up that tracks those statuses. Alright, and we should be good. Alright, so connector is already turned off, right? Yes. Alright, power this thing up. Now we should, in theory, have enough power with just the ion thrusters to lift off. Now whether or not we do is a different question. Yes, we do. Okay. Look at that. That's awesome. Now, the nice thing is that this means that when we are on, the Earth-like planets, it shouldn't take a whole lot of additional thrust to get us off of those either. So at the rate that we're accelerating, we're actually accelerating pretty good. So let's go ahead and turn the inertial dampeners off. Once we get up to about yeah, that's probably enough to let us drift out of orbit. Okay. Now we actually have quite a bit of resource on board. Show you really quickly. As you can see here, the only thing we're really missing anything of is the gold, and I think that's, well, platinum, obviously, but we have platinum being refined right now, so that's not too much of an issue. We are completely out of the gravity well, it looks like. Yep. Okay, so we can turn inertials back on. Oh, and we get a little bit of system lag as it's trying to figure out what to do with us. There we go. Out in space once again. Okay, so one of the updates that we didn't talk about a whole lot of, is, as you can see, we put in a bunch of the anti-fighter turrets. We have 8 of those things back there now. The underside of our ship is obviously not protected at all. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to start designing a bit of a revamp on the ship. So I'm kind of torn on whether or not I want to go something that's full combat spec, maybe battleship grade, since we're doing large grid anyway. The idea would be that we would have a larger hangar, which we'd be able to get things like that mining craft that we left behind into the hangar space. So, but for now, let's see here. We're gonna just, where do we want to go? We have many planets out here left to explore. Could head towards the Mars and alien planets, or we can just head straight forward and see where we end up. I'm kind of liking that idea. Let's see here. Do we have the jump drive set up for blind jumps? You are set to blind jump. Okay. Can we blind jump from here? Yes, we can. Well, that makes it easy. You know what's going to happen is we're going to jump into some place and it's going to be like all pirates and just miscellaneous crap everywhere, isn't it? Alright. Ooh. That was a rather fortuitous jump. Alright, so one of the things, what are we looking for here? What do we have left for resources that we really need? Like I said, I think we're pretty good for most things. Yeah, gold is about the only thing we really need to get any significant quantity of. Alright, so let's see if we can find some gold. We'll head over this way. Wow, that... Oh. Okay. We actually have more braking thrust than we do propulsion, so that's good, actually. Those engines are rather epic. The only reason we even have the hydrogen thrusters anymore is just in case we do need to get into an atmosphere, so... Let's see if we can... Alright, so we're going to pull over here. Iron, cobalt. Man, if I was looking to build another base, this would be a awesome place to do it. But I don't think we want another base yet. Of course, I might put a couple of more gyros on the ship. Alright. ice, and uranium. How much ice do we have? We have 1 million units of ice. Okay, so we've got plenty of ice then. We're not worried about any of that either. Alright. How much time do we have before... It's only 33% charged. There is a asteroid up ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look. See what that one has. There it is. So we are back out and about and exploring. Yay! So yeah, so what ended up happening was off camera, I actually had one of the scout drones show up, the beacon guys, and it was kind of funny because we ended up shooting him down. He crashed into a hillside, but it wasn't enough to kill him. So we had a couple of raids show up. Was able to kill the raiders, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get off the moon, was because they now know that I was there. And we'll let the base that's there basically thin them out a little bit. Like I said, we're more looking for just gold and silver right now. Maybe see if we can find a place to build a large station to start working on a big ship. I'm seeing a lot of ice on there. Looks like it's a pretty significant amount of ice. And there's a mine layer. Where are you at? Alright, so bring it down a little bit. Okay. Definitely iron. Wow, are we really 300 kilometers? Nice. Alright. Alright. And a little bit closer. I am looking forward to hopefully finding some more of the exploration bases and things. But as it is right now, I am quite happy to not really have a whole lot of anything on our map. At least as far as fossils are concerned. So I know we have plenty of cobalt, uranium. That's a pretty good sized asteroid there. Not seeing what we're looking for though. Actually surprised the ice hasn't popped up on the... There it goes. It's just larger. That's a really big deposit of ice. Holy crap. Alright. But no gold. I know, normally I'd be setting waypoints, but, you know, it's nice to just get out and about. Alright. So let's go ahead and pick a different direction. Can we jump yet? 81% charged. Alright, so while we're waiting for that to finish charging, turn that off, and I'll show you what we've been working on. You might be able to see it. So we changed up some things around the place. As you can see, we changed some of the color schemes up. We still have all of our stuff running, which is good. We have spotlights all over the place now. And did I... Oh, I didn't think I put them back in, did I? Oh, no, I did. I think I did. Let me see something really quick. No, I didn't. Oh, man. I had a couple of the large cannons from the MechSpecs weapons mod installed, and I had to take them off because they were built into the rotors, into the winglets I had put on the rotors, and those things were awesome. So I'm gonna have to put those back on the ship because I was having a lot of fun with them. In fact, we can probably mount those Where would you mount those? Because they're pretty large. They're like 5 blocks or 6 blocks long. Where would I put them? Because I've been wanting to put weapons on the ship, like actual weapons, so that in case something gets in front of us, we can blast it. But I'm in the seat, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. And there is asteroid behind us, but nothing else around. Huh? Alright. Let's get a little bit of speed going here. Just get us a little bit further away from the base. And we are stopped. Okay. So now, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and do his weapons here. Because I want to put the weapons back on. So the ones that I was using were the Mark 1 batteries. Now, what I'm going to need to do is let's head out this way. Everything's charged, right? It's nice having a high level of sim speed again. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to figure out a place where we have the ability to tap into the supply line. And I'm thinking where that may end up being is somewhere over here. I don't know. Because what I might be able to do, well, I'd have to move the engines out of there if I want to do that. Because I was thinking maybe mount them so that they would basically run here along this line. But we have the thruster that we would have to relocate or just simply remove. I mean, we do have enough reverse thrust that we can probably get away with doing that. I don't know. Because ideally it would be someplace like right here is where we'd put them. Basically take that light out. Put it up against there. But I don't know. To mount them up here. How epic would that be? Oh. Well, it's the same height as the landing gear, so technically it would have clearance. Or maybe we can build... We might be able to build something where we build them into the ship a little bit. I don't know. See, the problem is that we run into is that the ship was not built around having these types of systems on it. So there isn't a lot of pre-planning on the ship. As you know, you saw when we built it, it was just basically we kind of started working and adding things as we went. So I'm thinking we might need to do a complete rebuild of the ship. And if we're going to do a rebuild, I'm thinking we are going to do something a little bit more along the lines of a like a battle carrier. Alright, so are you close? You are closed, okay. Alright. We are there. Oh, this is closed up, that's closed up. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little paranoid about the making sure things are actually closed, especially when we're in deep space. You know, for what I hope are obvious reasons. And we're going to go ahead and do another blind jump. Oh, it's only 52%. It's kind of frightening that we have enough power on board that we're, with thrust going, we were only hitting, you know, like 15% of our complete total, or our output capacity. All right, so yeah, hard to believe that we are already at the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one here because we're just kind of drifting around in space. You got to see the new update on the ship. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you're new and you want to or you want to see more, make sure you subscribe as well. And we've actually got some asteroids over there. All right, so we're going to start heading that way. All right, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. All right, let's get a little bit closer. Oh, I do miss having the guns on board the ship already.